As family prepares to lay Bobbi Kristina to rest, many wonder what will happen to the money she inherited from her mother. Named the sole beneficiary in Whitney Houston's will signed in 1993, she stood to inherit up to $20 million. According to stipulations set by that will, she had already received 10% of the fortune when she turned 21. She would have received the rest at age 30. Brown was placed in a medically induced coma after being found face down in a bathtub. In January 2014, Bobbi Kristina tweeted this photo, saying she married Nick Gordon, making him her next of kin.
In the event that they are married, however, it would be driven and governed, that is, his share, by whatever Bobbi Kristina's will says. The will is the controlling document. Under Georgia law, guess what happens? You can disinherit your spouse. That is, your spouse need not get anything. But there's a provision in the law that says that you have to pay for your spouse for at least 1 year. They're entitled, and after that 1 year, they get cut off.
It's unclear if Bobbi Kristina had a will, but according to the attorney for Bobbi Brown, the two were not married. In a statement, he said to correct early reports, Bobbi Kristina is not and has never been married to Nick Gordon. And what about Dad, Bobby Brown? The two had reportedly been on the out since Houston's death, but they did reunite on Father's Day last year.
Whitney leaves in the event Bobbi Kristina dies to her mother, Sissy, her father, John, her brother, Gary, and another brother in addition to Bobby Brown. But it notes that Bobby Brown is her husband. Guess what? Bobby Brown is no longer her husband, and so there's a real question as to whether he can get anything.
That leaves Sissy Houston, Whitney's mother, and her brother since her father is deceased. According to Houston's will, monies would be divided equally if anything happened to her beneficiary. But some wonder if Whitney's will is still valid.
Whitney Houston's will is valid under all purposes, but the will also says if Bobbi Kristina dies before she's 30, then any remaining interest that Bobbi Kristina would get is terminated. And so Whitney Houston's will is very much valid. She'll give, under Whitney Houston's will, what she wanted to give.